Over 15 different programs, over 1,500 participating students, 11 different hosting school districts, preparing today's youth for tomorrow's workforce. The Charlevoix Emmet Intermediate School District Career and Technical Education Program. Let us take you inside Char-Em CTE in 90 seconds.
The Charlevoix Emmet Intermediate School District's 15 CTE programs give us as high school students the amazing opportunity to explore a variety of career fields in hands-on, real-world environments. Programs are offered in everything from business skills and management to welding and fabrication, from woodworking and furniture making to information technology. Options abound for my friends and I to gain valuable experience in different career fields we find of interest or may see as a future career path.
Macro SS, roll small scoreboard.
Scoreboard ready.
Take scoreboard.
Oh yes, Boyne.
There you go. Okay, ready, hero, take hero.
Take hero.
Unlike most career and technical education programs that are housed at regional career centers, Char-Em ISD CTE programs are housed within the high schools of our 11 local school districts. All programs are open to me as a student regardless of where I call my home school. I have friends from Boyne City traveling to the Aviation Science and Technology program in Pelston, and friends from Melanson traveling to Petoskey for automotive technology. It's amazing to have so many options open to us.
I think the best part of Char-Em CTE programs is that I get to learn by doing, which is how these career fields are best experienced. Participating in these CTE classes is the closest I can get to actually working in these fields as a professional. And in many cases, I can also receive college credit when I complete the course. Hands-on experience in the field of my choice while also receiving college credit, it can't get any better than that.
Thank you for checking out Char-Em CTE programming in 90 seconds. For more detailed information on program locations, how to enroll, and programs that might be right for you, visit your local high school counselor or contact the Char-Em ISD Career and Technical Education staff.
Welcome to the 2021 Career and Technical Education Recognition Program. Tonight is a highlight of the year for the Char-Em ISD, an opportunity for districts and teachers to recognize the top performers in CTE programs from throughout the region. Tonight is also a night of pride for both students and the parents and guardians that support them. Usually, 500 plus people pack the Boyne Mountain Civic Center for a banquet tonight to celebrate these students. While we can't be here together tonight, we were not going to miss the opportunity to recognize the accomplishments of these students from the 11 districts representing Char-Em ISD. Those invited represent the top students in their classes from over 40 programs throughout the ISD. Very unique programs, everything from agri-science to woodworking, from aviation to welding, and everything in between. But before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to thank our CTE teachers for their resilience this year. Working in hands-on programming in a year with social distancing and remote learning was a heck of a challenge, and they met it. Not only did we meet the challenge, we didn't just get by, we were award-winning programs. MDE recently announced that our programs in the CTE consortium at Char-Em won 2 statewide awards for their excellence in programming. The first program was the line worker program housed at Boyne City High School. The second award-winning program was our Career Tech to Careers Signing Day program, where we recognize students who move directly from the classroom into a career. Congratulations to both of those programs. Just like if we were in person, let's take a moment from wherever you are to offer a remote round of applause for our teachers, administrators, and staff for a job well done this year. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the CTE Director for Char-Em Programs, Mr. Jim Rummer.
Thanks, Jeff. As Jeff mentioned, I am Jim Rummer, your Regional Career and Technical Education Director. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our virtual banquet this evening. I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to our Char-Em ISD Board of Education for their unwavering support of the 43 state-approved CT programs across Char-Em ISD and the 1,500 plus students who participate in these classes. It is a true honor to recognize students selected by the teachers of their respective CT programs this evening. Before we take a sneak peek through the rearview mirror looking back at their accomplishments, please humor me in taking a look out the windshield and all the opportunities that soon await these students. Having spent a career in education, I can tell you I have never witnessed the amount of amazing opportunities that are knocking at these students' doors. By 2024, the professional trades will account for 500,000 jobs in Michigan and adding roughly 15,000 jobs per year between now and then. Between now and 2024, half of the Northwest Michigan's occupational groups are projected to grow faster than the statewide average. Individuals in this future economy will experience 17 different jobs in 5 different industries before they retire. By 2024, high-demand career openings will approach over 800,000. You heard that right, 800,000. Potential earnings in 2024 will equate to roughly $49 billion, that's with a B, $49 billion annually in the state of Michigan. According to the National Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are 6.7 million job openings and just 6.4 million available workers to fill them. Coupled with these facts, experts predict 37.7 million boomers will retire in the next decade, yet only 21 million workers will enter the workforce to replace them. The schools and staff who offer the current 43 CTE programs are working hard to address the current and predicted workforce shortages. In fact, some of our schools have plans to expand CTE offerings to other students. In addition to the new public safety program offered at Pelston High School that started this current school year, there are plans this fall to start a music production engineering and technology class and an unmanned aerial vehicle class, aka drones, at Harbor Springs High School. There will also be a power sports technology class starting at Pelston High School. These new additions to our CTE offerings will only complement our awesome CTE programs already in existence and help our students prepare for this growing economy. So what does all of this mean? To put it quite simply, CTE has never looked more bright for our students in this region. This is super exciting. Now it's time to introduce your MC for this evening, Petoskey resident businessman, Mr. Jeff Neal, who is live at Boyne City High School Auditorium. Jeff, you out there?
Thank you, Jim and Jeff. It is exciting to be here this evening. Never did I think that I would be giving a speech in an empty auditorium, or that we would have gone through a year like we just went through. I prepared a few remarks for this evening before we get started, and I'd just like to kind of dig in. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to recognize students who are currently enrolled in a career technical education program at the high school level in Charlevoix, Anne, and Emmet counties. The students who are being recognized have excelled in their CTE class and shown a level of understanding in the material above and beyond the average student. This is high-level education that serves a purpose of training future leaders in a wide range of industries that are vital to economic stimulus and sustainability throughout our region. When I think of what school was like when I graduated, we've come a long way from the traditional education model to be able to equip students with tools that will prepare them for long-term careers. Careers that in a few years, if not already, will have an extremely high demand for young, skilled workers. An example of this taken from the Lincoln Tech blog, the American Welding Society estimated there will be a shortage of 290,000 welding professionals in the United States by the end of next year. This statistic was taken in 2019, and by the year 2024, there will be over 400,000 vacancies that need to be filled. And this is common among so many skilled professions in our area and throughout the entire United States. I commend the Char-Em Intermediate School District in their efforts to equip our students and help show them different paths to have a successful life. We all have our own journey, and there definitely isn't one way to get there. This year has been challenging. As a parent and an involved community member, I can tell you that almost everyone I know has been affected. The one thing I want you to remember from what I said tonight is you should all be proud. Students, parents, grandparents, teachers, mentors. Give yourself the credit you deserve. We are well on our way to getting back to where we need to be. We have 11 districts part of the ISD who are honoring students here tonight, and we're just going to take them in alphabetical order. So superintendents out there, be ready for your turn. Starting first with the incredible aviation program housed at Pelston Airport and Alanson Public Schools.
Everyone has fantasized about being behind the stick of an airplane, about sitting in the cockpit at the controls of a jet. Nothing conjures the imagination like flying, and nothing is cooler than being a pilot. But exactly how do you get that training? You must have to go through the military to learn how to fly. There's no way I could start my dream of becoming a pilot in high school. Right? Wrong.
Thanks to the Aviation and Science Technology program housed at Pelston Airport, we are able to do exactly that. Through both coursework and hands-on training, we are getting an early takeoff on our flight careers. We are taught the basic engineering and principles of flight, the rules and policies that make air travel safe, and receive amazing training through state-of-the-art flight simulators, as well as the opportunity for actual flying time at the controls of a real aircraft.
You're going to use your feet to keep us right down the center line. Your target is number 9.
From chart reading to navigation, from engineering to flight dynamics, from weather to flight controls, from simulators to actual airplanes, we are exposed to it all. Whether we are planning on entering training as military aviators or entering the booming civilian aerospace workforce, the Aviation and Science Technology program allows us to fly above our competitors coming out of high school.
All right, 729er Golf, right? 729er golf. All right, go.
Boyne City traffic, Cessna 729er 5 Golf, left base.
9er, Boyne City.
9er, Boyne City.
Okay.
Thank you for checking out Char-Em CTE programming in 90 seconds. For more detailed information on program locations, how to enroll, and programs that might be right for you, visit your local high school counselor or contact the Char-Em ISD Career and Technical Education staff.
I can tell you that my parents weren't really worried so much when I was 16 about flying an airplane. They were mostly concerned with driver's ed and a few other things. So it's just amazing how far these students have come just in the last few years. To introduce Alanson's honorees, please help me in welcoming Superintendent Rochelle Cook.
Thanks, Jeff. Much appreciated from the Alanson Vikings. I have the pleasure of presenting the honorees from the Aviation, Science, and Technology program. As you just saw, one of the most visual and cool CTE in 90-second spots there is. Maybe I'm biased, but wow, is that cool. Anyway, in our aviation program, instructor Stephen Beckett is nominating senior student Edward Beckett for his outstanding work and willingness to investigate the tiniest detail for the betterment of the class. Mr. Beckett also nominated junior Luca Sakala. Luca's keen interest in a career in aviation shows in his efforts and actions in the class, helping to ensure other students understand the topics being discussed. The deeds of these two students have made the class fun and a joy to teach for Mr. Beckett. Thank you, Luca and Edward. That's it from Alanson.
I'm inspired what I see, just knowing that these students really go above and beyond. It's great to see those two students honored. Thanks, Rochelle. That aviation program looks really cool. I think that's pretty good stuff. Next up, help me in welcoming Beaver Island.
Going on in the brain.
As kids, we are taught that doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals are extremely well-respected, noble, and well-paid careers. And truly, everyone has been touched by a physician or nurse who went the extra mile in caring for either us or one of our loved ones. Many people have a natural caring instinct to help other people, improve their quality of life, and help make them well. Do you aspire to make a difference by helping other people? If so, the Health Occupations program is a great path to consider.
When the patient's in a big magnet, they polarize the hydrogen proton.
In the Health Occupations program, we are introduced to the always changing and growing field of healthcare. Through a combination of classroom study and clinical experiences, we learn about the many and varied careers in medicine and the health sciences. This program is designed to prepare us with the entry-level skills for employment in the healthcare field. It also serves as a great springboard for those of us striving for a career as a nurse, therapist, physician, or any of the many advanced degrees required in health sciences.
So there is also blood, that's what all those cells are, and there's all kinds of white blood cells. So what do you think we had to do for this cap?
From veterinary skills to CPR certification, from emergency medical technician to nursing, from patient care to anatomy and medical imaging, we are exposed to it all. Whether we are planning on entering the workforce as medical support specialists immediately after high school, or if we are entering a pre-medical program at an advanced university, the Health Occupations course provides a great foundation toward our medical career goals.
These are his lungs, and they look great. So for that, he's ready for surgery.
What a year to be in the medical field. I just can't even imagine that it's your first experience in the medical field, and you're dealing with a pandemic and just learning about all sorts of different things in the community. And I can't think of a better area to really be getting into that type of field. I mean, we have so many great hospitals, veterinary clinics. It's just really great to see. To introduce Beaver Island's honorees and their 2 programs, please help me in welcoming Superintendent Will Sweikel. Will, you're up.
Hello, Jeff. Greetings from the middle of Lake Michigan. I'm so glad to be joining this celebration from Beaver Island. I'd like to thank all my friends at the ISD for coordinating and hosting this virtual event to honor our CTE programs. This is really fantastic. Thank you. It seems fitting for me to start with Beaver Island's honorees from our Medical First Responder Program, or Health Oc class as it's called throughout the ISD, as that was the highlight that we just saw. In our Medical First Responder Program, instructor Cody Randall is honoring senior and first-year student Xander Holmes for his enthusiasm and his hard work. Mr. Randall is also honoring junior and second-year student in Health Ocs, McKenna Turner, for her ambition and her attention to detail. Congratulations, Xander and McKenna. In Beaver Island's Business Education Services and Technology class, otherwise known as our BEST class, instructor Adam Richards is honoring junior and second-year student Jared Robert. We also call him J-Rod, and for his basketball and soccer talent. He's honoring J-Rod for his command of ideas and his ability to articulate them clearly and with depth. Mr. Richards is also honoring sophomore and first-year student Olga Burton for her mighty work ethic. She works first and works hardest at everything. Congratulations, J-Rod and Olga. All right, Jeff, I'll put my mask on when I leave my office, but for now, I'm going to put my sunglasses on because the future is so bright for Xander, McKenna, J-Rod, Olga, and all the CTE students across Northern Michigan. That's it from the island, Jeff. Thanks again for hosting this celebration.
You're welcome, Will, and thanks for taking the time to do that. I can only be envious to have the same sunglasses that you have. So great work. Congratulations to those students. You know, the future is bright for all the students and for all of us in Northern Michigan who are getting such highly trained community members. Next up are 6 programs housed at Boyne City High School, including another one that blows me away each time I see it, the TV and film broadcasting program, who are bringing this to us today.
He's going. He's going to go for it here.
He's got the weapons. He's got the weapons to do it.
Oh, here you go.
Watching from TC is Scott Carter. Go Pete with the keeper.
You got to run
downfield. And there it is! Touchdown!
Everyone has watched a super exciting football game on TV, has seen a movie that put us on the edge of our seats, has laughed at a clever, well-produced commercial. But have you ever wondered what it takes to make any of those productions? How exactly does it all happen? In the TV and film production program, we get to learn and experience just that.
Housed at Boyne City High School, we work together as a production team to produce all kinds of different film and broadcast projects. Whether it be producing our football and basketball games for our own Rambler Sports Network that streams live around the world and also airs on regional TV, or producing our own movies and commercials, we have to learn to work together as a team of 20 or more to bring our ideas and creativity to reality.
Macro SS, roll small scoreboard.
Scoreboard ready.
Taking scoreboard. Ball.
Oh, yes, Bowman.
There you go. Okay, ready, hero, take hero.
Taking hero.
All right, fade on, trays all day.
Fading trays all day.
All right, get ready to fade that back out and ready replay 46 on Skycam.
Ready.
From creative to pre-production to set setup and set strike. From camera work and cinematography to graphics and animation. From running replays to advanced audio work, we experience it all, bringing all phases together in an extremely hands-on, real-world production environment.
This guy almost came out of his shoes.
I didn't know Captain Rowdy could jump. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week on the Rambler Sports Network.
I look back and I probably would have been a sports commentator if they would have offered that back in high school, but we didn't have that opportunity. And I can think of a friend of mine, Andrew Keck, who actually works in Connecticut right now, working for ESPN, and just what an awesome program. To introduce Boyne City's programs, I have Superintendent Pat Little. Pat, are you there?
I am here.
Hey, Pat, how you doing, man?
I am great. The big storm passed by, and we're all excited to see this awards program.
Yeah, thanks for coming. And I was kind of hoping you were going to be wearing a marching band uniform and have one of those big afros like your RSN commentators.
Well, I got a haircut the other day because I knew I'd be on the show. Otherwise, it would look more like an afro.
Well, you're looking good, man. Take it away.
Okay, well, great. I'm excited to recognize some of our students in our CTE program. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for it here. In our TV and film program, Director Randy Calcaterra has recognized 2 seniors, 2 second-year students. And the first one is Josh Robinson. He has been nominated for his work ethic and the selfless attitude he carries with him every day. Josh is a pleasure to work with and has a bright future ahead of him. Will McGinnity has been nominated for his extremely positive attitude and his incredible creativity. His skill and attention to detail make him amazingly successful in all of his projects and endeavors. His talent is truly one of a kind. Next up is our marketing program run by instructor Andy Place. Mr. Place has recognized Grace Dawson for being fun and innovative and having a strong grasp of the marketing concepts. And Mr. Place also recognized Gavin Carson. Gavin is a good group leader who tries to get everyone involved. Next, Mr. Place for business management wants to recognize Gavin Hewitt. He has been nominated for being a quiet leader in BST. The class looks up to him and looks to him for answers. Also, Mr. Place nominated Zoe Harmon for asking probing questions which define and clarify the issues. Also nominated is Phoebe Holm. Phoebe is always on task and has a great understanding of finance. Lastly, Mr. Place has nominated Ben Lehman. Ben is super helpful to all of his classmates and is a great discussion starter. Our next program we want to talk about is our hospitality and culinary arts program with Chef Cole Thornton. He has nominated Jacob Gardner and Lillian Miller. Jacob Gardner has been nominated for his outstanding work ethic and performance in the class for special events. Lillian Miller has been nominated for being a joy to have in class and bringing energy that is contagious and always gives 100% in the kitchen. Next, our MDE award-winning lineman program, instructor Tyler Armentrout has nominated Jay Clausen for his positive attitude, work ethic, and leadership skills. Mr. Armentrout also nominated Jack Cecilia of Harbor Springs for his work ethic and outstanding enthusiasm for the electrical trade. Now, lastly, for Boyne City CTE programs, Todd Shoemaker in the Building Trades program has recognized 2 students from that program. Mason Field has been chosen for his knowledge and understanding of the construction industry and for his ability to lead others. Finally, from Boyne City, second-year Building Trades student Michael Lapointe has been nominated for his outstanding work ethic and performance in class. Michael has aspirations of starting a career in the electrical field and
All right, looks like we've had a little bit of technical difficulty, but I just want to thank Pat for taking the time to recognize those students. I know that all the students that have been recognized tonight so far have done some outstanding things. A lot of these students are students that are involved in multiple programs. They're usually involved in different sports, different activities throughout the school. So it's just amazing to see all the students that are recognized for all the activities that they've been involved in. Next up, we're going to go down the road 7 miles to the loggers of Boyne Falls.
What is the one career tech program that encompasses all the others? That you will use in whatever profession you pursue. As we prepare for our careers, there is one program that will help all of us: business management and administration. Master the content in our outstanding business programs, and you will be on the fast track toward your career goals with skills already in your portfolio.
Now certified in Office Excel 2016 is Kristen Jones.
In the Business Administration and Management program, we learn the critical skills needed to prepare us for priority tasks such as problem solving, research, document processing, data analysis, and content presentation. We learn how to use state-of-the-art software, and more importantly, how to apply it to find our own data solutions. We present professional, organized content, just like in the real business world. To complete our professional proficiency, we perfect communication skills so we are ready to take on any business position.
When you guys go to competition for Business Professionals of America, your business presentation skills are what they're going to be looking at. You're going to pay attention to your posture, who you're looking at, your eye contact.
From Office and Excel to Google Drive and cloud management, from PowerPoint to PDFs, through participation in national student organizations and career conferences, from international business travel to professional etiquette. The Business Administration and Management program covers all the ground to prepare us for success in whichever path we choose.
It's always amazing to me to see those clips too. I mean, they're just a small blip of what's really going on in these communities. It's really amazing to see. To introduce the recognized BST students of Boyne Falls, please help me in welcoming Superintendent Cindy Pinata.
Thank you, Jeff. I always love seeing our Boyne Falls students visiting local business in the Business CTE in 90 commercial. Awesome stuff. Now, for this year's Logger honorees in our Boyne Falls Business Management program. Instructor Amy Plackmeyer is honoring junior and second-year student CJ Kuzinoff for his performance on the MOS exam and leadership with the laser engraver. Mrs. Plackmeyer is also honoring junior and second-year student Daniel Powers for his positive energy, work ethic, and performance on the MOS exam. Also nominated is senior and second-year student Dominic Devers for his performance on the MOS exam. Congratulations to each of these students. Boyne Falls is very proud of you.
As well as they should be, and thank you from Boyne Falls. It's just great to see, like I said, I keep saying it over and over again, but we just have a lot of great programs that are happening within our small communities here, and I'm really excited to see that. Next up, the Trojans of Central Lake.
Energy and power drive every element of our modern lives. Truly, the importance of a functioning energy infrastructure cannot be overstated. Lives depend on it. As systems become more efficient, they also become more complicated, and the demand for a capable workforce to maintain this critical resource continues to grow. If a high-paying, high-demand outdoor career charges you up, the Utility Line Worker and Technology program is for you.
Everything's all set. You guys ready for the new transformer? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Coming up.
Housed at Boyne City High School, the Utility Line Worker and Technology program has been developed in conjunction with Great Lakes Energy, Consumers Energy, and DTE Energy to prepare us for immediate employment in the fields of utilities, maintenance, and repair. We will learn the fundamentals and engineering of our energy industry, how to access and repair problems and execute upgrades.
Hold that. We got it on the bolts. Holding.
All right. Let it down slowly.
All right.
Down. Okay, hold that. Hold it.
Since our ribbon cutting ceremony in the fall of 2018, this extremely unique and cutting edge course is preparing us on everything from climbing procedures to energized equipment. From underground electrical distribution to installing and repairing overhead lines and industry safe standards, we experience it all, making us quality, high energy candidates for the many careers and job opportunities currently available in this field.
Thank you for checking out Char-Em CTE programming in 90 seconds. For more detailed information on program locations, how to enroll, and programs that might be right for you, visit your local high school counselor or contact the Char-Em ISD Career and Technical Education staff.
I'd like to see what kind of liability insurance.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm very glad.
Oh, sorry about that. I'd like to see what kind of liability insurance that they have for that. It's just unbelievable to see students up in the air working, obviously, with safety measures and precautions, but what an outstanding program. To introduce Central Lakes honored students, please help me in welcoming Superintendent Lenore Weaver.
Glad to be here to honor our Central Lakes students. First, from our Business Services and Management program, Michelle Fox is honoring junior Sydney Fernandez for her amazing work ethic and ability to be creative in the business world. In addition, Ms. Fox is honoring junior Alexis Kane for her determination and ability to stay focused on the bottom line. In the Building Trades program, Instructor Gary Johnson is nominating the 3 seniors, Logan Eckert, Doyle DJ Wilson, and Nick Dawson. All 3 young men have been in the program for 3 years and have shown outstanding leadership and responsibility. These young men are Mr. Johnson's go-to guys who spearhead projects and take the initiative when there's work to be done. A special note is how these young men work to help others in the community, both in school and out. Congratulations to our Trojans, Sydney, Alexis, Logan, DJ, and Nick. We are very proud of you.
Thank you, Lenore, and I thank you for bringing to light how those guys are involved in their communities. I don't think a lot of people realize how involved a lot of students are in their local communities. Next up, we have the Charlevoix Raiders.
Are you interested in learning a skilled trade while in high school that can make you immediately hireable in Northern Michigan? Want to enter an industry that cannot keep up with the workforce demand? Do you like working with your hands and really being able to see what you have accomplished at the end of a hard day? If you answered yes to all these questions, then the Building Trades program is for you.
This is a really good joint. Up in there. He had a little bit of run, but not much. You see how when you just tapped it here, you got solid all the way around.
Housed at 5 different locations throughout Charlevoix Emmet Intermediate School District, we work as a fully functional construction crew to build real-world projects from the ground up. Whether building a garage, a project to provide much-needed housing space, or a custom-designed, stick-built, turnkey house, we learn and are part of all aspects of construction and building trades.
3-way switch. So we have our 2 3-way switches. We got our ground wire or black wire.
Starting with nothing but a drawing, we literally begin at ground zero and progress through the entire project, seeing each and every stage along the way. From concrete pump trucks to cranes, from shingling to laying hardwood floors, and even building our own laminate countertops, we complete a house in 1 school year. We start with only a plan and walk away with a finished, fully completed house. An amazing feeling as a high school student.
So it might be more difficult next year with the 2 types of roofs. We got the hip and we got the hip roof on the main part and then the gable on the garage. So the gable is going to come to a point like a triangle at the end, and then the hip is like 4 sides. It comes down.
You know, I can't say it enough. Huge shortage. Everyone really knows this. There's a huge shortage of workforce in our community, especially in the trades. And if any of you have tried to hire a plumber or a builder or really anyone in the skilled trades over the last year and a half, you know exactly what I'm talking about. To introduce the recognized students from the 3 CTE programs in Charlevoix, please help me in welcoming Superintendent Mike Ritter.
Well, thank you, Jeff. As you just saw Charlevoix students in the construction trades CTE and 90 piece, I'm going to start with our honored construction students from 2021. The Charlevoix High School Construction CTE program would like to recognize 7 outstanding students in the program. Instructor Boogie Carlson has recognized all 7 students as hardworking, strong leaders dedicated to the program. These students have worked well with all their peers and have been key contributors to the success of the projects over the past 4 years. Strong work ethic and positive attitude are key characteristics of all recognized students. And those recognized students are senior Jack Bemis, a 4-year construction student, junior Richie Cunningham, a 3-year student, senior Winslow Freds, a 4-year student, senior Mark Rosema, a 4-year student, senior Scotty Scott, a 4-year student, senior Luke Snyder, a 4-year student, and senior Philip Starrett, a 4-year student. All of these students have led by example and have selflessly given themselves to the Charlevoix construction program. Good luck to their futures. In our accounting program, instructor Bridget Banberg is honoring senior and 2nd-year student Allison Sape for her work ethic and willingness to help other students Mrs. Banberg is also honoring senior and first-year student Adelaide Wise for her outstanding performance and positive attitude. In Business Applied Technology, Mrs. Banberg is honoring 3 freshmen and first-year students, Camden Carey, Aleda Todd, and Catherine Rohr. All 3 have shown high-quality work, infectious enthusiasm, and constructively assisted their peers. Also for Business Applied Technology, Mrs. Banberg would like to recognize junior Aaron Richards. Although she did not have him this year in class, Aaron competed in BPA and placed high in 2 events qualifying him for the state competition. In our Health Occupations program, instructor Riley Peterson has nominated the following students. Senior and second-year Health Occupations students, Zoe Brodeen for her acceptance into Davenport University's nursing program and inspiring self-determination. Senior and second-year Health Occupations student Wyatt Cease for his awesome potential and ability to make responsible decisions. Sophomore and first-year Health Occupations student Catherine Cunningham for always wearing a smile and for her great attentiveness and performance in class. And lastly, for our raters, junior and first-year Health Occupations student William Glass for his willingness to learn complex topics and for his promising leadership skills. Back to you, Jeff, and thank you, raters.
Thanks, Mike. It sounds like your cell phone is blowing up there with a few pings that I heard. While you're catching up on those texts, let's move down the south arm of Lake Charlevoix to East Jordan.
Are you a gearhead who likes motors and machines, taking things apart and putting them back together? Do you like wrenching on vehicle systems and working with your hands? Does the sound of a powerful, well-tuned engine get your motor running? Are you interested in a career that will always have a demand for qualified employees? If the answer is yes to any of the above questions, then for sure you need to check out the Automotive Technology program.
So the higher the millivolts, the richer it's reading the exhaust. There's our mass airflow sensor.
With programs housed at East Jordan and Petoskey, we are able to get hands-on experience with the latest tools and diagnostic equipment that today's advanced automobiles demand. All program instructors are ASE Master Certified Automotive Technicians, and learning from them puts us in a constant contact with an extremely deep well of knowledge and experience. Through a mix of both classroom demonstration as well as do-it-ourselves experience, we not only repair vehicles and machines, but learn the why behind what we are doing.
The reason it doesn't idle well is because there's no mass airflow sensor on it. That's a sensor that reads the amount of air going into the engine.
From theory to actual repair, from problem diagnosis to time estimating and quoting, from motors to transmissions, from tires to electrical systems, from steering components to suspensions and more, we learn it all. Succeeding in the Automotive Technology program makes us immediately hireable for a huge variety of employment opportunities right out of high school.
We're getting some O2 sensor data here. Okay. That reads in millivolts.
All right, to tell us about the honored students in East Jordan's 6 CTE programs, please help me in welcoming Superintendent Matt Stevenson. Matt, are you here with us? Oh, you might be on mute there.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm here.
Cool, man. It looks like you're having too much fun in the shop.
You know, we are, and it's a great place to be, and we got some great things going on for kids.
Good, man. Take it away.
And as we're talking about autos, let's stay in the shop and talk about this year's nominees. Keegan Spear is a hardworking young man who excels in my automotive class. He is a first-year student who has become a leader in his class. He is eager to learn more about cars. He will be a good automotive technician in the future. Patrick Boris is a second-year student in our automotive technology class. He has done a great job in the shop this year. Patrick is mechanically inclined, and he catches on quickly to automotive systems. He works well with his hands. He'll make an excellent technician. Instructor Matt Wilson says Matt Caldwell is one of the best students that he has ever had in the East Jordan Auto program. His hard work, consistency, attention to detail, and ability to figure mechanical things out are all traits that will make Matt an excellent automotive technician. In our accounting program, instructors Sierra Dunlop and Renee Guerrero have selected Cameron Webb as one of our accounting students for the school year. Cameron is a hardworking student who excels in class. She can hear the directions once and ace an assignment. She also represented EJPS at the Business Professionals of America State Leadership Conference. Additionally, Tommy Reed has been selected as our top student in accounting. Tommy is a leader in class and often mentors and guides his fellow classmates in accounting. He's a great young man with a great future. In our business program, first-year student Jenica Moses has been selected as one of the top students. Jenica always completes her tasks and more. She helps her classmates when needed and always has a smile to share. Also selected for the business program is first-year student Emily Zamickley. Emily is a leader in both the face-to-face class and in the virtual classroom. Emily is taking accounting in the Baker College business class and plans to pursue a degree in accounting. Second-year business student Hannah Lafferty has also been chosen as a top student. She is one of the top students in Baker's dual enrollment business class. She always has her work done on time and takes challenges in stride. In our drafting program, Keegan Spear has been the go-to student when Mr. Cross wants to try something new or solve a problem. He has a talent for woodworking through a challenge, and he's a problem solver. The future is bright for Keegan. Keenan O'Neill is one of our hardest working drafting students. He's one of those students that can brighten the day after spending just an hour with him. I wish him the very best in his future plans and to pursue a career in engineering. Jenica Moses is without a doubt our best CAD 2 student. She works bell to bell without complaint every day. She's a great problem solver, and we hope she considers pursuing a career in engineering. She would be great. In our welding program, Mr. Mullador would like to honor Josh Neese. Josh will be going to Michigan Tech next fall and studying electrical engineering. Josh has a great future ahead of him. Mr. Mullador would also like to recognize Colby Ferguson. Colby's been integral in our integration of our CNC machine this year. Colby will be attending Ferris State this fall and will be studying to become an engineer. In our marketing program, instructors Sierra Dunlop and Renee Guerrero have selected Stephen Anderson as one of our top marketing students for this school year. Stephen has a great personality for the business world and represents our program well. He's an excellent communicator and can always count on him to participate in the full extent in class discussions. East Jordan's next outstanding marketing student is Bryn Mathers. Bryn holds the top score in our Baker College dual enrollment class. She always has her work done on time. She is pleasant with others and makes the work look easy. And finally, in our woodworking program, Mr. Cross has honored Philip Nemechek and Allie Pennington. Philip has been an outstanding career tech student in several classes for the last 4 years. His hard work and sense of humor has always been appreciated. We will miss him in the fall when he pursues a degree in mechanical engineering. Allie has consistently been one of our best woodworkers over the past 2 years. She has a knack for the trade. She is always hardworking and produces creative pieces. She sets the example for my expectations of students in the shop. Outstanding job and congratulations to all of our East Jordan Red Devils. Back to you, Jeff.
Thanks so much, Matt. Very cool. And sorry for cutting you off there in the very beginning, but it's just great to hear you talk about those students, and just it really makes you feel like our world is in good hands in the future here. Next up, and right down the Breezeway Scenic Highway, we take you to the Ellsworth Lancers.
Everyone has been drawn in by a colorful, eye-catching poster, has been moved by a powerful image, has seen a screen-printed shirt and said, I have to have one of those. Are you a visual person who is drawn to images and graphics? Do you appreciate art, colors, and well-balanced designs? If these questions left an impression on you like a captivating photograph, the Graphics and Printing Technology program is probably right for you.
I did the background and everything in Photoshop, and then to add the text, you go through Illustrator, and then to get it into this card format, you also use Illustrator.
Housed in both Ellsworth and Harbor Springs, this program is designed to prepare us for an entry-level employment and advancement in the field of graphic design.
With an emphasis on digital technology, we receive instruction focusing on the design and execution of topography, layouts, professional illustrations, color theory, industry-specific production, digital imaging, and logo design. Other forms of visual communication such as ads in magazines and newspapers, book cover designs, posters, billboards, brochures, letterhead, and business cards are also covered.
From digital illustration to typography, from photography to advanced matting and framing, from screen printing to logo design, we experience it all. Whether we are planning to enter the workforce in Northern Michigan's thriving screen printing industry, or studying to become illustrators or graphic designers, the Graphics and Printing Technology program is allowing us to design exactly what our career futures will look like.
You know, as someone who started their career in marketing and business development, I can tell you that those students that you just witnessed on that video are 10 steps ahead of their college peers as they enter into, whether it's the workforce or into more education down the road. Superintendent Aaron Gaffney, let's hear about your honored Ellsworth students, please.
Thanks, Jeff. Proud to be here to honor our well-deserving Ellsworth students. First, to fit in with what you just saw on the graphics program, Graphics and Printing Technology instructor Kurt Simmerly nominated Robert Kronick for the 2021 CTE Banquet. He is a great leader, helps his fellow students, and is a great print studio manager. Mr. Zimmerly has also nominated Blake Carey. Blake is lively, happy, a good thinker, and a helper to all. He's a wonderful print studio manager as well. Both of these young men have helped the entire class make it through a very tough year. In our agri-science program, instructor Shelley Cole has nominated Jonathan Drott. Jonathan is a student who enjoys working with his hands. He comes to class ready to work in the hoop house, isn't afraid to put in effort or to get dirty. Mrs. Cole has also nominated Lindsay Fisher. Lindsay is a student who takes her classwork seriously. She has a genuine love for growing plants, follows directions well, and helps to keep others on task.
Thank you, Ellsworth. Great to catch that video as well. Next, we jump our way across the county, across Little Traverse Bay to Harbor Springs.
Fine furniture is everywhere. The amount of craftsmanship and detail work that these pieces require is extremely easy to overlook and take for granted. The natural beauty of wood and wood products strikes a chord within all of us. If you are a detail-oriented person who loves to work with your hands, and enjoys working with complicated tools and exquisite woods, you need to check out the woodworking and furniture making program.
They're going to fasten into this probably with some sort of a tenon at a 45-degree angle.
With programs in East Jordan and Harbor Springs, we are learning the knowledge and technical skills necessary to make fine furniture and other high-end wood products. We start in this program learning critical shop safety procedures, the basics of woodworking tools, and the characteristics of a wide variety of wood types. We complete our journey by building extremely advanced and beautiful furniture that we enter into the annual MITES competition. Skills learned will prepare us for occupations in carpentry, pattern making, cabinet making, boat building, furniture construction, and repair.
And the only difference is when you make your first dado, the stack grows to the right.
From wood selection to finishing and polishing, from face framing to raised paneling, from dadoing to miter joining, from laminating to dovetailing. We experience it all. Whether we are planning to enter a career working with woods and building high-end furniture, boats or cabinets, or we simply want to work with our hands and build a real family heirloom in our high school career, the woodworking and furniture making program allows us to actually build our goals and our futures.
All right, to tell us about Harbor Springs' 4 CTE programs is Superintendent Michael Behrman. Michael, how's the weather over in Harbor Springs?
Well, you know, it was a beautiful, balmy, 78-degree sunny day on the north shore of Little Traverse Bay today. I don't know about anywhere else in the region, but yeah, I guess it was about 34 degrees, pouring rain and thunderstorms, but oh well.
Well, at least you lucked out.
Thank you so much, Jeff, and just so proud of the entire ISD's CTE programs. What an amazing array of offerings we have here. But anyways, in this year's woodworking and furniture making program, Mr. Reed is honoring sophomore and second year student Jeff Ramsey for his desire for building quality woodworking projects and attention to detail. Mr. Reed is also honoring junior and second year student Connor Truman for his unwavering work ethic and personality in class. And also being honored is junior and second year student Luke Shahigian for his creativity and attitude. And finally, Mr. Reed is also honoring junior and third year student Jack Blank for his determination and passion. Way to go, guys. Next, I'd like to present our honorees in our Business Administration Management and Operations program. Instructor Erin, she is always willing to help others and always ready to go the extra mile. Mr. Grant is honoring junior and first year CTE student William Krieger. William is a workhorse. There is no task that is too great, and once he sets his mind to it, completing something, it always gets done. Senior and first year CTE student Madeline Hickman has been nominated for being an unstoppable force in our Business Administration Management classroom. She sets the bar high for her classmates and continues to exceed expectations. Her quiet leadership is inspirational to her classmates. Senior and first year student Ian Davis has been nominated for his quick wit and personality in our business classroom. His desire to be successful and gregarious personality are valuable traits that will serve him well throughout his life. And finally, Instructor Aaron Grant is honoring senior and second year CTE student Josiah Chamberlain. Josiah's infectious personality and energy have served him well in his business classes. He has a unique ability to be the life of the classroom and then lock in on a task and complete that task at the highest level. In our drafting design program, Mr. Reed is honoring senior and fourth year student Josh Thompson for his passion, ingenuity, and internal drive. As well, Mr. Reed is honoring senior and third year student Luke Smith for his dedication and positive attitude. Lastly, are our honorees from our graphic arts program. Instructor Alan Talcott is honoring senior student Carrie Main for the positive force she is, an unrelenting work ethic. Mr. Talcott is also honoring student Elijah Covert for his outstanding productivity and creative approach. That wraps it up for the Rams. Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Michael. And I can speak on behalf of all of us. I think we're a little jealous of your 70-degree weather over in Harbor Springs today. Headed as far north as we go, next we are sending it all the way up to Pelston.
There is definitely something mesmerizing about watching sparks fly when someone is welding. The need for welders is everywhere, and it's currently one of the fastest growing, most in-demand areas of the skilled trades. But how exactly do people become welders? In the welding program, we learn and practice our welding skills for jobs and employment that are immediately available.
Okay, well, if you take the MIG welder, you should be able to just trigger it at fairly low and just trigger a little bit at a time to fill that in. Okay. And even after it's filled in, you can go back around and make it one solid weld so it looks better.
Housed at East Jordan and Pelston High Schools, we work with all different kinds of metals and learn how to use the tools involved in welding materials together.
Yeah, I'd like to see that type of a root.
Yeah, every time I go to do a restart on the last bit, I just can't do it.
Just practice.
Starting with classroom instruction and descriptions, and progressing through lots and lots of actual hands-on practice, we learn and master the details of the welding industry.
Fill it in, and then where you stopped, if you slow down just a little bit up there, okay, make sure you tie your toes in real good though. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're looking pretty good. Don't get too wide.
Mm-hmm. And I think they're getting better because when I do them before, I would try going over so fast, I'd be going over too far.
Yep. So it's just a constant speed. Go across.
From MIG welding to arc welding. From flux core arc welding to TIG welding. From shop safety procedures to metal preparation. We experience it all. Mastering our skills as welders during high school prepares us for tons of employment opportunities. Did we spark your interest?
Yeah, and I mean, not only a lot of job opportunities for these students, but making a great income and providing for themselves and their families as they grow older. Superintendent Stephen Seeley, tell us about your honorees from Pelston.
Thank you, Jeff. Much appreciated. I'm going to start our Hornet honorees with our awesome welding program, which you just saw in the CTE and 92nd spot. In our welding program, Mr. Armitrout has nominated Drew Duffield and Noah Sido. Mr. Armitrout says Drew Duffield is a second-year welding student who is always inquisitive and wanting to learn all aspects of welding trade. Drew pays attention to detail and pushes himself to attain higher levels of proficiency. Noah Sido is a second-year welding student who is good-natured, a willing worker, and always willing to learn. He has a great work ethic and jumps in to lend a hand to anyone who needs it. In our health occupations program, instructor Melanie Dreyer is nominating seniors Lexi Seeger and David Jamraz. Lexi demonstrates critical thinking skills needed to succeed in healthcare. Her performance is always top-notch. David is always willing to learn new skills, share ideas, and adds a lot of humor to the classroom. In our business management program, instructor Larry Cassidy is honoring senior and second-year student Nick Dankert for his outstanding enthusiasm and great insight. Mr. Cassidy is also honoring senior and second-year student Sage Lalonde for his positive attitude and classroom participation. Finally, Mr. Cassidy is honoring senior and first-year student Asha Armach for her leadership and willingness to help whenever. In our building trades program, Mr. Armitrout honors Griffin Landon and Sage Lalonde. Griffin Landon is a second-year construction technology student who excels at any hands-on activity. He has an excellent work ethic, and he is one of Mr. Armitrout's go-to guys when he needs things done. Sage Lalonde is a first-year construction student who is a very willing worker. Sage always has a good attitude and is willing to jump in and help anywhere he is needed. Congratulations to all of our Pelston Hornets. Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate that. Lastly, we have our honorees from the CTE programs in Petoskey High School.
We all have our favorite restaurants or attended a high-class catered special event that was so well done it left us feeling like royalty. It is easy and very enjoyable to sit and enjoy a high-quality dining experience. With the importance of tourism in northern Michigan, the demand for people with the skills necessary to make a restaurant a huge success or cater an ultra-posh event is tremendous. In the culinary and hospitality program, we are honing the skills to continue this critical tradition in our area, and in the process becoming highly sought-after hireable employees.
How long should I wait when they're finished to get the guest check?
Okay, Lucia, you are on pumpkin pies today. Michaela.
Located in both Petoskey and Boyne City High Schools, we learn through hands-on experience how to create, prepare, execute, and serve meals in both restaurant and catering settings to actual clients and the public. Whether preparing the menu and service for our Bear River Bistro restaurant or catering a 5-star dinner theater, we are learning every piece of the hospitality industry.
One more bag of green onions in there. We'll show you how to slice those. We're going to use them as a garnish.
From dish conceptualization to ingredient preparation, to plating and service, from front of house to the sous chef, we experience it all. Working as a team to not only serve, but to impress our customers and leave them yearning to come back for more.
There's all cheesecake, but there's a mango, a kiwi lime, white chocolate, caramel, or chocolate.
So that's pretty special to see that video. My dad, Mark, actually went through that program when he was in high school. And that's actually the classroom that we use for our home classroom for the Strive program through Rotary. So it's just great to see the students participating in the culinary program. And they make really awesome meals. If you guys ever get a chance to go eat at Petoskey High School, they offer meals, and they're really fantastic. To present our honored Petoskey students, we have Superintendent Chris Parker, Assistant High School Principal Rob Zucala, and Principal Deidre Gamble standing by and ready. I believe we are starting with Chris. Take it away, Chris.
Thanks, Jeff. As you just saw in the culinary piece, we're going to start with Petoskey's Culinary Arts program. In our Hospitality Culinary Arts program, first-year students Blake Spurgeon and senior Izzy Coomer have been recognized for their outstanding performance. Chef Sommerfeld also nominated second-year students Trinity Martinchek and senior Nimki Naganash for their outstanding performance and leadership skills. In our automotive technology program, instructor Adam Heisler is honoring senior and second-year student Logan Jorgensen for his commitment to learning as much new information as possible. Third-year auto student Jason Poquette has also been nominated for his positive attitude and his willingness to tackle tough projects. Hunter Hicks, a third-year auto student, is recognized for his strong work ethic both in the classroom and in the shop. Third-year automotive student Dylan Flynn's willingness to tackle any project and his positive attitude have earned him his nomination. Finally, for Mr. Heisler's Garage, third-year student Kanan Gray is recognized for his excellent follow-through and for his ability to work together with all students. In our building trades program, instructor Jacob Giffen is honoring senior and first-year students Dylan Flynn, Nolan Krusky, and Jason Poquette for their positive attitude and selfless work ethic. Mr. Giffen is also honoring these three students for their enthusiasm and willingness to work on any task given to them. Great job, Dylan, Nolan, and Jason. In our drafting program, instructor Lauren Liebler is honoring senior Amanda Feely for her remarkable commitment and dedication. In addition, juniors John Pierre Brose, Mark Hoover, Cooper Rokop, and Amy Van Slembrook have also been recognized for their enthusiasm and outstanding work ethic. Lastly, sophomore Chris Alshab is honored for his ambition and dedication. Outstanding job, drafting students. Now, I'm going to turn it over to high school assistant principal Rob Zucala to present our finance, health occupations, marketing, and business program honored students.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. In our accounting and finance program, instructor Jane Babcock is honoring senior and second-year program student Maya Massey for her outstanding leadership and performance in accounting. Her dedication, consistency, and perseverance contributes to her success now and in the future. Nominated for accounting is second-year student junior Cameron Adams. Cameron always strives to do his personal best and is a respected leader. His personal qualities, work ethics, and smiles have made it my pleasure to work with him. Thank you, Cameron and Maya. In our Petoskey Health Occupations program, instructor Jenna Kohler is honoring senior and first-year student Michael Allen for his kindness shown towards other students in assisting them, as well as his ability to question and take concepts into a deeper understanding. Both will serve him well in becoming an anesthesiologist. Junior and first-year student Marissa Hoover is recognized for her focus, commitment, and passion towards becoming a medical laboratory scientist. Finally, in Health Occ is first-year student Mariana Peralva for her curiosity, dedication, and work ethic towards becoming a nurse practitioner. In our marketing program, Casey Parker has nominated Merrick Beckering for working well with others, being courteous and kind, respectful, and working hard. Aiden Dallas for having a lot of potential. He is a hard worker, courteous to others, does A work, and is a pleasure to have in class. Nolan Spatafor for being a leader. He's not afraid to speak up. He is organized, reliable, and self-motivated. Lily Harris for being outgoing, smart, showing the potential to be a great leader, and not being afraid to speak up. Hope Wegman for being energetic, working well in team situations, always being courteous, respectful, and intelligent. Aubrey Williams for being a team player, self-disciplined, bright, organized, and showing a lot of potential. Nikolai Taylor for completing all assignments, showing a lot of potential, not being afraid to speak up, and being a team player and hard worker. In our BST program, Cooper Rokop has been nominated for being determined, self-motivated, and hardworking. Jacob Shornack is easygoing, works well with others, is smart, shows a lot of potential in many areas, and is a team player. Colin McClintock is self-disciplined, respectful, a pleasure to have in class, friendly, and has a bright future ahead of him. Ethan Ross is self-motivated, hardworking, not afraid to speak up or ask questions, and is dependable and trustworthy. Christopher Kavanaugh gets along well with others, always makes sure his work is done, helps others when needed, is respectful, and is a great kid to have in class. Congratulations to all the finance, health occupations, marketing, and business students. To honor Petoskey students in our agri-science program, I would like to hand it off to Principal Deidre Gamble. Deidre, your turn.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zucala. It is my pleasure to recognize our agri-science students. First up, third-year student Cheyenne Daniels. She has been nominated for taking the lead in our horticulture class, learning new styles and techniques of floral design to show others in the class. Way to go, Cheyenne. Also a third-year student, Mariah Knudsen. She's been nominated for bringing a wealth of knowledge on animals to our classroom and having a wonderful work ethic for greenhouse and hydroponic projects. Her interest in agri-science is contagious. First-year student Haley Parent is being recognized for working extremely hard in the animal science class, as well as earning industry certifications in veterinarian medical applications. Excellent job, Haley. Ivy Babcock continues to excel academically, as well as becoming very good at plant propagation within the greenhouse. She never fails to have a positive attitude, excellent work ethic, and a wonderful sense of humor. Third-year student Estelle Hutchinson never ceases to bring positive energy or enthusiasm to our classes. Her smile and straightforward approach to situations are going to serve her very well in the future. Congratulations, Estelle. Jason, Jax Reed, has a real passion for plants and has taken such a lead in our hydroponic systems this past year. His enthusiasm for working with plants is easy to see, and his passion spreads to others within the program. Maverick Jackson is new to the agri-science department this year, but he has not only excelled academically, he has jumped into new projects with great enthusiasm, such as experimenting with floral design. You are a pleasure to have in class, Maverick. Abigail Baumhart has been nominated for having an excellent academic attitude, diving right into greenhouse work and displaying care and attention to detail. Her wonderful attitude and positivity are matched with her great sense of humor. Third year, Maggie Chisholm can always be counted on to be available with a great attitude when extra help is needed for a project. She is inquisitive, caring, and thoughtful. Congratulations, Maggie. Brendan Helpnicek is new to the agri-science area this year, but has shown tremendous leadership skills within the classroom and works just as hard in the greenhouse. Jennifer Nellett is a third-year agri-science student who has continually demonstrated kindness towards others and brings with her a warmth to the classroom. She's always ready to work and up for any new project thrown at her. Way to go, Jenny. Elena Ormsby is completing her second year in agri-science. Her work ethic and attention to detail while caring for her plants or completing projects is evident to those around her. She brings a wonderful attitude to the classroom that will be missed. Blake Howard is finishing his second year of agri-science and his first year as one of our FFA officers. Blake brings consistent enthusiasm and a strong desire to get the most of his classes in the FFA. Excellent job, Blake, and excellent job to all of our honored Petoskey students. We are very proud of you.
Wow, just a lot of talent tonight, a lot of accomplishments, and a lot to be proud of. That's for sure. Not only all the amazing students who are honored, but MDE recognized programs like our Career Tech to Career Signing Days, and a bunch of awards and honors that there simply is not enough time to discuss this evening. Students, you should be proud of what you've accomplished, and I want you to know that this is only the beginning of everything great you will accomplish in your lifetime. This is also the time in your life where you start to make incredibly impactful decisions. Decisions that will shape your future and help to create who you'll become. I can tell you in this moment of time, you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to have your entire life planned out. Some of you might already have a pretty solid plan in place. And some of you might be thinking of this for the first time right now. And that's okay. Life is not a race. And sometimes things change. In fact, I can promise you, they probably will change. My point is, this is a pivotal moment in your life. You've been given an opportunity to have hands-on education, to learn about a field that you could potentially work in. That doesn't mean if you take a broadcasting class that you have to become a broadcaster. What it does mean is that you at least have a taste of what the job would be like. Is it something you'd even consider for a career for yourself? And what a great opportunity to have a taste of that while you're still young. If it is something you're interested in, you have a head start. You're already way ahead of other people who are going to start in the field that you're interested in. I have been extremely fortunate to work with many young people in our area. It's something I'm very proud of. I realize how fortunate we are as a community to have the educational resources, the teachers, the talent, the brilliant minds, and the extremely large hearts we have in our communities. I realize that when we work together as a community, we can accomplish just about anything. Even today, at 35 years old, well into my career, I still don't have all the answers. And sometimes I still ask myself, what do I want to be when I grow up? But one thing I know is for sure, our future is in good hands. And the young adults recognized this evening make me extremely proud of what our future holds. That concludes tonight's awards ceremony, and on behalf of everyone at the Char-Em Intermediate School District, thank you for watching, and please be safe. Good night.